Hi everybody, Chisme Chicas here, Paulina here, Marie, and we're here at the California State Fair, the Lowrider Culture Exhibit. There's a lot of beautiful cars out here.
Really nice.
We're excited to be here. We're excited to show you a lot of these exquisite cars. We're going to talk to a lot of our friends out here and hear a little bit of the history and the culture of lowriding. Stay tuned.
All right.
Okay, everybody say cheese first.
Oh. Hi everybody, we are here with our first guest of the morning. Dun, 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 dun.
Hi, my name is Gina Madrigal, and I am in the Compadres Bomb Club, and I am one of the first ladies. Well, I am the first lady.
Ow! She's got her man sitting over here on the sideline.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the game? How long have you been lowriding?
Well, originally, my dad, we used to cruise in Modesto, and we lived in Modesto for a little bit, and then when I got into high school, 10th, 11th grade, when I got my driver's license, we would sneak off in my mom's car and go to Miller Park, and we would go cruise in this big station wagon, and it would take us 2 hours to get through there and everything. But yeah, so right now I'm 59, so it was like I was 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, taking it way back. That's beautiful though, because it was a bigger thing then, and then it kind of got shut down for a while. There wasn't much cruising allowed. There wasn't a lot of it going on. There definitely wasn't a commission or anything like that going on.
And then, so anyways, from there, my parents were very strict, and they didn't let us go out. So I got a job at on Franklin and Fruit Ridge. It was called the 39-cent hamburger stand, 29-cent hamburger stand, and we wore black and white. It was a generic hamburger stand. And so I told my parents that, I'm working only on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it doesn't close till 2 in the morning, and it closed like at 11.
So she was out there cruising?
So I had my extra clothes in the thing, and that's how I got to go out and, go cruising.
Yeah, you were making sure that was part of your lifestyle?
Yes. So all through high school, I had my oldest son, Salvador, and I would bring him here when they used to have the lowrider car shows here at CalExpo. And then...
So how long have they been inviting the lowriders here to CalExpo?
So the lowriders, we've been invited, it can go back 30 years. So originally it was the Dukes were there, Socios. We used to, when you come down the middle of CalExpo at the entrance, they would have that whole center part. I think it's Lowrider Legacy, Ali. He also had, he displayed cars here at CalExpo. My husband and I, we've been doing it. We've been doing it for over 20 years. We are parked every year by the horses. Let's see, by the horses, and he would come every day, and I would come after work. So now I'm retired, so we try to come every day.
Yeah. And do they still invite every day?
So yes, you can come every day if you want to come. Just find my husband, Adam Madrigal.
Our club is out there today. Yeah. Well, Abel is out there today,
and he can get you a slot and get you in there. And he's always been, everybody in the community.
Yeah.
He's always invited everybody and reached out to everybody. So if anybody wants to come,
definitely. He's such a nice guy.
Husband. Yeah.
We'll tag you guys too in this post. So Gina, do you have your own car? Or do you always go out in Adam's car?
No. So my husband gifted me 1 year, many, many years ago, a 1950 Chevy.
Gifted you?
Yes, he gifted it to
me. Okay.
He always says, because he didn't want to listen, he didn't like me changing the station and listening to his music. I was like, no, that's not the good song. I need another song. And then, so 1 year, we were coming to the fair to show the car. I think it was about 2018. And we got hit head on in a car accident, and the car attached to us, and we twirled around and ricocheted out, and we both had to go to the hospital. And everybody in the community came.
In the car?
We were in the car, yeah. Ambulance came and got us, and everybody in the community, reached out to us. Carlos and Chavola were there from the Dukes, and just
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
That's scary. So 1950s, there ain't no seatbelts in there unless you had put them in there.
Yeah, so I had safety belts in there. And then what happened was we were able to buy me another car. So now I'm building a 1946 Chevy.
46? And even older.
It's older. And so hopefully can I mention our show?
Yeah, of course.
So on August 31st, we're going to have Festival de Bombas.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the day I hope to bring out my car. Yay. Festival de Bombas is a group of us from Sacramento that they're the bomb clubs. We got together and we decided to do one car show.
Yeah.
So it will be in Galt at the McFarland Ranch.
Is that where it was last year?
Yes.
Same ranch?
Yes.
Oh, it was beautiful.
And we have a car registration link and a vendor link, so
we'll post that. We'll tag that.
Give you all that. But yeah, so I too drive a bomb.
Yeah, we love to see women out there low riding.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's become a little more prevalent now. You know, more women are out there. They're doing their own things. They have their own cars, not just riding shotgun.
And many people know, like me, when I would drive my bomb, my husband would trailer his, and I would drive mine to San Jose, drive mine to Reno.
All the way?
Yeah, and
I'm scared too.
No, I drove mine everywhere. So she was my baby. We called her Brown Sugar.
Aww.
So I'm trying to figure out a name for my new one, but yeah,
it'll come.
Yeah. I keep saying maybe Sugar Baby, but we don't know.
Oh, that's a cute one. That's a cute one. It's like classy but cute.
Yeah. So come to our show.
Yeah.
It's all of us together in the community. So.
Well, I'll be there for sure. Yay. I don't know if I registered yet.
No, you haven't registered.
Oh, okay, I will. Well, thank you for coming out here. Thank you for talking to us. We like to hear the history, that goes way back, and we weren't there for that.
Yeah.
We missed all that.
And my husband, they were in it for a long time. Should probably get him in here, but his brother, Marshall, he had a car club. Ruben had a car club. Can I talk from over there?
You can, yeah.
What was the name of Marshall's car club? New Edition? Yeah, so New Edition, Ruben's Car Club, Amigos. Yeah.
Some throwbacks. Do those car clubs, are they still around, or are they kind of?
No, yeah.
Oh, down south.
And then we have my cousins. They cruised all this time. Rita had her own lowrider back in the day. She had, what'd you have? Rita Briseno, 68 Impala Caprice.
Hey.
Yeah, and she cruised. Yep,
you're gonna have to take a picture.
I know. If you guys have pictures, send them to me so we can add them in here. We'll show you off.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been around for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. One of the OGs out here. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being out here. Thank you for stopping by. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, chicas. We are here with Francine, and she is the president of the SLC, the Sacramento Lowrider Commission. Tell us a little bit about this event that we got going on. This is amazing.
Thank you. Well, thank you first for being here and blessing us, the first Latina to do the podcast here. So I'm very honored that you're here and so excited and proud of you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So it's a 17-day event. California Love, a lowrider exhibit. California State Fair called us up and said, hey, let's get this done. It's the first ever 17 days. So we have 11 cars all the way from Chico to San Diego. We're trying to highlight Queens of the Boulevard Wall, incorporate some history. We have banners up telling stories. We have so much art, there's music, there's 9 spinners coming for 9 days across the way at the DJ booth. We're going to do podcasts. Locals Only is here. We're going to do car clubs. We're putting those pictures up, solo riders. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's cool. I saw you have even some pictures from San Francisco.
Yes.
They have a committee or commission committee?
Yes.
Over there as well?
Yeah, that's important because San Francisco, actually, they've been with their council 40 plus years, sued the city like 40 years ago. And that's a huge story that I think there should be a movie.
Yeah.
That,
I bet with all that history they could. Somebody's just got to catch it and get to the right person, and then they'll be able to put it all out there.
Yes.
But it's great here. I mean, there's been so many people coming through here all day. It has been busy. And I mean, today is day 2?
Yes, 15 more days ago, and it's been trying to work, the kinks out, parking. I mean, we're all trying to work together, and this has never been done for 17 days, and parking, and it's a good start. We're here, and that's kind of the message I want to put is, the first one, we're trying to capture everything, but we will build as we go. This is going to be an annual thing, and there's people that might want to have it, a traveling exhibit. So I think that, in essence, we're here and we're trying to promote and show and tell a story of our culture, our lifestyle.
Yeah, it really shows, especially all the things that you guys have printed or all the displays that you have hanging up. They're amazing. Yeah. There's so much history and so much culture in each one of them. There's so many important people that are on these walls. It's really amazing to walk through and see. I mean, the cars are a given, of course. Those are amazing, just pristine. But the history that's shown in some of these pictures and the artists that are on display here.
One thing I want to point out is we've captured some of the stuff you'll see, like the magazine, the poster up there of San Francisco. A lot of people don't know about that magazine. These ones in the back, a lot of this stuff, it's not like commercialized. This is like old files. Yeah. So just keep that in mind when you're walking around and looking at it. Some of this stuff, it took some research and digging up from our Mr. Archives. John Navarrete and Joe Marino, the curator. So I want to give, huge props to them. And George Guido, he took care of all the DJs, scheduling them. And then also Phil Garcia, he's scheduling all the cars outside. We're actually honoring Sacramento with a different car for the 17 days each day.
Wow, that's the outside. Okay. I saw that. I was like, somebody got the outside.
So it'll be a different car each day.
Ah, cool. I think, on the day when we come back, we'll have a couple other people that are going to be in that. Yes. They're on that circle.
We love that. And then the ladies' wall, for us, it was good to put the message out all over California. And when you'll see, what I love is that we got to meet different ladies that, there's ladies that are always in the news, and props to them, but just to highlight other women that have been in this for years. Yeah. And so you'll see that. And so every year we're going to try to highlight, if you're not in here this year, we'll get you in.
I know. I seen the wall and I was like, I didn't submit my picture. I'm flagging it.
And that's why I was like, we need to get you up there. But it will happen. And I think the message is just be proud that we're moving forward. And we're being recognized everywhere.
Yeah.
As it should be.
No, this is a big hump to get over. To be in here, to be at the California State Fair. I know. This is California.
And that's what I'm like, there's been so many people that have been doing so many things in different car clubs, solo riders, and I give you props. We're about unity and just trying to move it forward. That's what we try to do, just push forward.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. It's all inclusive. It's a family deal out here.
Yes, everyone's welcome, diversity, everything. But I'm really happy that you're here and you got us on, you came out here today. I'm proud you're from here.
Yeah.
And so you got to baptize the podcast.
Hey, right.
And we'll see you.
We had a lot of good guests on here. It was fun. It was a good day today. We had a lot of people out here. The hours that I have been here have flown by. Yeah. It was good.
And we'll see you out here again. So stay tuned.
All right. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. Hi, chicas. We are here with another OG in the car scene.
Natalia Luna.
So she is here to talk about a little bit of history. She's been in the game a long time. She knows a lot. She's been around. She's also involved in the Sacramento Lowrider Commission, the SLC. How did that get started, and what's your role in that?
So with respect to the Sacramento Lowrider Commission, I worked with Francine when we were both on the board of the Washington Neighborhood Center. The Washington Neighborhood Center has always been near and dear to my heart because I worked at the center probably about 40 years ago. And at that time, I had the opportunity to work with Tony Gonzalez. And to me, Tony Gonzalez is the icon here in Sacramento with respect to putting together and organizing a lot of different events, and working with Lowrider magazine, and different things going on in Sacramento. So at the Washington Neighborhood Center, a component of that was at one point the Sacramento Lowrider Association, in which lowrider groups would get together and we would meet. And this of course, is even before me. Robert Sanchez was the coordinator before me, and then there was Tony. And together we put together large car shows and small car shows. So there was a car show here at CalExpo, and I believe it was about in '84. We had car shows at Miller Park. We had car shows at other locations.
So has Miller Park always been a staple in the lowrider scene?
I believe that Miller Park has, from a young person's perspective like you, we could say it's always been around. But it started off at William Lamb Park, and people would go cruising through William Lamb Park. And unfortunately, back then, and it maybe even till now, there's some of a negative stereotype with respect to lowriders and who we are and what we're about. And so as a result of that, we were becoming excluded from William Lamb Park, and they were kicking us out, and they were starting to enforce loitering laws and different types of things going on like that. So then we ultimately got moved to Tahoe Park. And so we would cruise around at Tahoe Park. And Franklin, of course, Franklin has always been the staple. When you think of Sacramento and you think of cruising, especially for those, I'll say and joke around, that have gray hair, you're going to know we cruise Franklin. At night, Fridays and Saturdays, that's where we were. That's where we kicked it and hung out and met people and checked out all the rides and everything like that.
The roads there were so bad recently, but it looks like they're fixing them up, because it's hard so I have a 51 Plymouth, and it's hard to ride down there when there's a lot of potholes or it's rough down there, but they're kind of making it new again. Yeah,
it looks like they're making it new, but it's my understanding that they're going to be just single road, one way. So that's going to have an impact, of course, in terms of where we're at and what we're doing.
It's kind of how they did Broadway then, huh?
Exactly. Exactly. So is it road improvement, and they've scheduled it for the last 10 or 15 years, or what's going on? But the bottom line with respect to that is that's a heart of a cruise for many of us that started there. I'm in my 60s, so that's where that's where we did it. That's where we cruised. That's where we hung out. That's where we met our boyfriends.
Yeah, that was the place to be
with the girls. Exactly. At Food City parking lot, in front of Tiendita, across from the Matador. That's where we all hung out and just met our people. But
it's not so much of a cruise spot anymore.
No.
I guess a lot of businesses have closed there. A lot of buildings are old there. They're trying to bring back a lot of things, but I guess they're starting with the road, and maybe it'll be a staple again later down the line.
Yeah, I think they've actually done a lot of rebuilding, and so there are a lot of buildings there. There's a lot of gente that appear to own their own buildings, and different types of merchandise is being sold, so that's very good.
It is.
They're taking care of it.
Yeah, keeping the culture alive. I know they do a lot of, they have the coffee and cars and stuff out there.
Yeah, coffee and coruchas? Yes.
We go to that one too. That one's a good one. Nice and calm. It's early, it's cool, it's fresh.
And they have a DJ going, and so you get to meet a lot of different people that way. So that's pretty awesome. Looking back though, when we did Tahoe Park, and then we were getting kicked out of Tahoe Park, and signs were erected and telling us we couldn't be there, and from a young person's perspective, not knowing how government works and how things are happening, for me at that time, it's just like, they're just kicking us out of here again, one other place. So ultimately then Miller Park became the place to go.
Yeah, the next place to be.
Exactly.
Scoot you right on over.
There's no people don't live there. We're just going to give you guys this little corner.
Do you think that's what it was? And William Land, it's the residents that are in the neighborhood, kind of that are bothered by, which to me is a little crazy. You live near a park, but you're upset that people are at the park.
Yeah, and I don't have all of the information with respect to William Lamb Park, and I think that some of the negative stereotypes come into play a lot of times when you see people of color with respect to what's going on. And there are government ordinances and laws into place. So if people are violating the laws, from my perspective, handle your business.
Definitely.
If they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then handle your business.
Yeah.
But don't also focus on one particular park or one particular group based upon the color of their skin or the music that they play. But if you're speeding and you're doing a sideshow where you're going to harm a child or you're going to harm people, then we all want to be safe.
That's a good point because, we're out there too in the scene and we see a lot. The clubs, a lot of them, they're all very respectful. Pick up your trash, no drama, nobody's fighting, nobody's, they're drinking out there, but they're picking up their bottles as they go. But we also see people out there in those same parks that are not abiding by those same rules. They kind of kill it for a lot of us to have fun out there because they are burning out. They are leaving the streets full of rubber. Right. They are fighting out there. They are like belligerently drunk out there, out the roof of their cars. And I agree. Same thing. They should get in trouble for that because they're putting a bad name out there for us in our environment where we're, especially Miller Park now, Lowrider Lane. They're making us look bad.
And that's trying to find the happy medium to where we protect our community, meaning us. We protect our children, and we identify in a way in which it's safe and it's okay to say, look, not at our park, because William Lamb Park, it's a regional park. It belongs to everybody.
Yeah.
Just because you live by it doesn't mean that you own it.
Yes,
but
exactly.
You have children, and I don't care. I don't want any child hurt.
Yeah.
If I'm walking outside of the park or to my car and my child starts running, I want them to be safe.
Yeah.
So it's trying to find that happy medium in which we can make sure our community is safe, but make sure that we're treated fairly and correctly.
Yep.
So that is something. Actually, I'll segue with respect to the Sacramento Lowrider Commission. So at Miller Park, of course, the Lowrider Commission is not a car club and not speaking. I speak for this club. I speak for that club. That is not what the commission is about. And
kind of a voice for overall,
and maybe providing a voice with respect to. If there are issues that we believe that exist that can impact, that can have an impact on our community, if we are able to support our community with respect to, if the Solidos is having an event and they want to support Mustard Seed School and they ask us to sponsor it. If Family First is having an event and they want to provide a toy drive to provide toys for children and they ask us to sponsor it, that's something that we can do.
Yeah, that's awesome too because my club is actually hosting a trunk or treat this year and we filled out the application and everything and we are, the commission is sponsoring our event for a trunk or treat for the kids to be out there in the community, to be in a safe space, to have fun, for family. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And for me, that's honestly one of the reasons why I got involved with the commission, because being and working at the Washington Neighborhood Center some 40 years ago, we did neighborhood cleanups on Franklin Boulevard. We did paint Miller Park because we wanted to make sure that people understood this is who we are and this is what we do. We take pride in our community, whether it's at William Lamb Park, whether it's at Miller Park, whether it's at Franklin Boulevard, and we want to make sure that the community is aware of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So for me personally, coming back out after retirement and coming back out, and I went to an event in West Sacramento, and it was at the River Park, and you look to the right and you look to your left and you see all of these beautiful people, all of our beautiful people and their families and these cars.
That's a beautiful show.
You get
the backdrop.
That's right, and you get shivers and you're going, wow, these are my people. and the demographics are awesome. It's like what we could do with respect to the power behind our gente, what we could do with respect to voting, what we could do with respect to making sure that our families are taken care of with trust when we own our homes and things like that.
When we're all together, we're all united, we can make a big impact.
Exactly, and I think that for me, being a part of the commission, of course, it's not something they say that they do every day.
Yeah.
But if we have an opportunity to have a booth to say, make sure you vote. I don't care who you vote for, but make sure you vote. Be heard.
Yeah.
It's just trying to support and advocate and empower our gente.
So, also, I'm sorry, this exhibit that's being put on, so how did that come to be? Because is this the first year that this exhibit is here for us, for our people?
Yes, and actually, I'm probably not the person that can give you the exact specifics, other than to say that with the commission and the work that they do, they have established positive relationships with different organizations like La Familia and AARP and CalExpo. And so they're aware of the work that we do. They're aware of the people that are involved in it. And so we were asked, because they were thought of, hey, let's do a lowrider exhibit.
Yeah.
And so the commission was asked to participate in that. And oh my gosh, if you come out here and you look, and I haven't heard anybody say anything negative about this. It's like,
no way.
This is beautiful. I haven't ever seen it.
Yep.
The owner of Butler Amusements that have all the rides are like, this is the best thing we've ever seen, and we do things everywhere.
It's very different.
Yes.
Like, you don't see this everywhere, and it's putting a good, like a very respectful image of what we do out there. Not because I know a lot of times, you know, gang life and things like that are intertwined in the lowrider scene, but that's not what we're out there doing.
Yeah. And I don't want to, honestly, at this point, I don't want to say that they're intertwined, because everybody out here that you see out here right now that have their cars, I'll bet you a dime to a dollar, they're not in the gang scene.
No,
now, we may have family that are involved. We may have had gente historically, but to say lowriders are intertwined, I would respectfully disagree, because everybody gets involved in something, right?
Yeah.
And we know that when we're from the north, you know, it's norteño and we're 14, and from the south, you know, but to put it together and call it's like that, I just don't want to say that now.
Yeah.
40 years ago, maybe things were a little bit different.
I feel like a lot of that has creeped back in, since a lot of these things are no longer, it's not against the law to be out there cruising or anything. I've personally seen it out there a lot, and it might not be, you know, the clubs that are really out there,
Right.
but it creeps in, it hops in some of those cruises or some of those gatherings at Miller Park, and I appreciate when they keep it respectful, but a lot of times they don't.
And a lot of that too, I think, is important, that people my age, people your age, it's a respectful, not an education, but kind of, you know, talking to people. Hey, you know, be cool. You got to respect everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and a lot of people do that.
youngsters.
A lot of people do that. I see a lot of people who are on opposite ends of the spectrum out there, but they're big in the scene. And once we get out there and we're cruising, there is none of that. You know, that is not to be seen.
Right.
You know, they're friends, they're buddies out there. Maybe 20 years ago they might not have been buddies at a kickback, but they're out there now, and they're respectful to each other, and I think that should be highly encouraged, you know.
Right.
It's turning a big corner.
Yes.
Yeah, especially to keep it respectful, so we can have things like this continue, you know, and it's not any drama, and then we get shut down and nobody wants to have us there anymore.
Exactly. And I think that, I mean, when you look at, and I don't know all of the car clubs personally or anything like that, so I can't speak.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think generally you get car clubs and they're there from different parts of Sacramento.
Yeah,
it's not like,
for
where
sure.
you from? I say, okay, well then you can't be in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's we're working together.
Yeah.
You know, we're involved. It's not just a hobby, right?
Yeah, no.
It's a lifestyle.
Definitely a lifestyle.
And everybody respects everybody. It's wonderful. Coming back out again, being involved. I mean, we all know when something's about to happen, right? You get the hair in the back of your neck, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I got to go. You know, I've been back involved for several years now, not once. Not to
Yeah.
say it never happens.
No,
right?
yeah.
But it's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
And people respect their cars. There's a lot of money in it.
Yeah. You know what, too, could be a factor in that it's kind of dissipated, as that a lot of the current lowrider scene, the people out here are a lot of OGs, you know? They already lived that life. They don't want to continue that. They learned their lessons. You know, they're trying to, you know, be respectful members of this
Right.
community. You know, they want to be respected,
Right.
not go out there and ruin it for themselves even.
Right, and they've earned it. I mean,
Yeah.
because that's the other thing that we try to do is dispel the stereotype. Because we have business owners, we have lawyers, we
Yeah.
have lobbyists, we have teachers, we have managers, we
Yeah.
have engineers and electricians.
Yeah.
You know? And so, for me, that's really, really important too. A month ago, 2 months ago, we did an event called Cruisers and Careers. And
Oh,
you
we were there. Yeah.
because the goal for us was not only to share the beauty of the cars, but also to demonstrate and to honor the owners.
Yeah.
And to say who they are and what they're about. Because
Yeah.
sometimes there is a perception
The printouts that you
Yes.
did that had everybody's career on it, those were amazing.
Thank you.
Thought that was such a great idea.
Thank you.
Looking at everybody, and there was so much diversity in what people do in their everyday life, because we don't always know.
Exactly.
We see people on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes a random Tuesday, you never know. But we don't really know what they do in their day-to-day life, because we see them, in their free time.
Exactly, and that's what I thought was really important to say. You know what? Oh, you were a retired bureau chief. Oh, you were a retired battalion chief. Oh, you were an electrician. You were a manager. The one thing that I thought, and I learned from that, and of course we all know it in some way, is that overall we're a very humble
Absolutely.
group.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to shout out, hey, I do this, hey. I put that part together, and I had to call people and bug people and say, "Come on, just let me put this down. We want to honor who you are."
It was beautiful. It was so cool. I
you.
went up and down, even though it was like 100+ degrees that day. It was so cool to see everything.
And we wanted children to see it. We wanted kids to see it, and a little girl to say, "Mommy, look at Lena 67. Wow, if she has that and she works and she does this, I can do that."
Yeah.
And so we thought it was important in a lot of different ways to, when we're doing something, to be mindful of how we can make it impactful.
Yeah.
And we can make it positive for all of our community.
That was a great idea. And the selection of careers and different tents that you guys had out there, I thought that was great too. It was such a wide spectrum of different careers that you could jump into, and all those people that had so much information to give. It was very well thought out, very well put together.
Well, thank you, and I will bug you and your husband and your car club, and I'll appreciate you shouting it out for us, so we can just make it bigger and better next time.
I know. There should definitely be another one of those. Hopefully it won't be so hot, because I think that definitely deterred a lot of people from being out there, as many that probably would have been out there.
Yeah. I think the day before it was 80, and then this time it was 105 or it felt like that.
That was the closest my car has ever come to overheating. We lost the radiator cap.
Oh, no.
Yes. Thank you for being here with us. We appreciate all of your history and all of your knowledge and all of your work that you've put in. It does not go unnoticed. We really love it, and what you guys stand for, and all the events that you put together. Thank you for being here. We will definitely shout you out and shout the commission out. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Come to the State Fair.
Hi, chicas. We are here with another OG in the scene. This is Abel from Superior Dreams, my car club. He is vice president of our car club. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the game? What kind of car you got going on? What's going on in the scene right now?
We started back in the 1980s. We started off with bikes, pedal bikes, and then I kind of went up to a 1950 Chevy Fleetline.
Hey.
My brother was vice president back then, and my nephew is the one that started it in 1999, I believe. And his cousin, and his cousin was also. So there was only like 3 of them. And then they started gradually, like we did.
Yeah.
We tried to feel the family vibe.
Yeah.
Because it is a family. It was started as a family club.
Yeah.
And when my nephew moved to New Mexico, he ended up giving it to my brother. And my brother didn't really do much. It was just me and him.
Yeah.
So then he told me, well, why don't you be vice president, start picking people.
Yeah.
I'll pick you guys. You guys are good people.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good family vibe. We don't have a lot of the crazy rules that a lot of clubs have. We don't like that.
Yeah, that's one thing that I implemented when I first started. I tell everybody, we don't have rules.
Yeah, no.
We don't have dues.
Yep.
We don't have none of that.
No.
If you can't make it for whatever reason, we're not gonna.
Yeah, no big deal. You'll be there at the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah, we like that too. I mean, with the kids and things, it's hard to do everything, juggle everything at once, and we like our hands in all kinds of pots. So.
And that's what I try to pick. I believe in familia first.
Yeah.
You run your family first. The club comes,
Yeah.
You can put that on the back.
It's a close second, maybe third sometimes if we need to.
Of course. The family's always first. And,
yeah.
but I think we have a group of people in our club.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, I really don't like to expand more than we are right now, but it's getting to the point where I think we're going to need a couple more members, maybe.
Yeah, we could take on one or two. We don't want to get too big to where it becomes more of a task, because I know good time, but as long as they're good people, I think it would be okay to have a couple here and there. Yeah.
But like, so basically I got a 64 Impala down, and me and my wife like try to go to everything.
Yeah, you're at everything. I mean, look, you're here the second day today at the fair.
And we'll be here again next week again, so.
So the next time, is that on the 20th?
Yes.
20th, okay.
I believe all of us are going to be going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be here on the 20th. So, yeah, you know, it's become a lifestyle to me.
No, definitely. I mean, you're out there every weekend, literally rain or shine. I mean, we were out in Old Sac and it was raining, or we went to eat after. It was our cars were all wet.
And you know, it's just like family going out, you know. Hanging out.
We were talking with Natalie about Miller Park and William Land and how it used to be back in the day, how Franklin used to be back in the day, and how they're redoing a lot of things there. And William Land it's still there, but I guess they have a lot of complaints there sometimes. Miller has become a crazy place too.
Yes. Back in the day, I lived on Franklin. I lived right across the street from Food City.
Did you?
And it was bumper to bumper. You could not, you couldn't move. If you got in there, you weren't coming out until, unfortunately, the police would make us leave.
That's how Miller feels now. Once you get in there, you better hope you're not overheating, because you're not getting out of there.
Yeah. I knew Natalie from back in the day, used to hang around with the Betancourt Midnight Players. She was out there. Sandy, we knew Sandy for a long time.
Yeah, we got to get Sandy on here too.
Yeah. I haven't seen her, but my wife was out. My wife's been around in that.
Yeah.
She lived in the neighborhood too. She didn't live in Franklin, but she lived down the other side.
I wish she would come over here and get on here. I know she's not going to.
No, she won't walk out here, but yeah.
Well, it's a good scene. It's a good thing we got going on. The community it all seems really family oriented. Always a lot of kids out there. We really appreciate being, in Superior Dreams.
Oh, thank you.
We like it out there.
I try to make it a club that is not too demanding for you.
No, it is. It's a good feel, and everybody that we have in there, Aaron and George, and everybody else, not just them, but. It's good. We like it.
We got people that aren't in the club and hang out with us.
Yeah,
like
that
today,
too.
Chris is with me today.
We should have got him in our other seat over there.
Yeah, he disappeared. Yeah, I told him you were going to interview him, and he got on.
People get stage fright. They're not too sure. It's not too scary. I mean, we sit here and have a conversation.
I think that's what I have to do. Don't look at the camera.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking to you at the park.
And you don't even have to look at me. You can hear me talking in here.
Exactly. Watching people go around. And I hope this is a big success, because I was told by, some of the SLC members saying that if this, is a success, they might be able to next year get 2 buildings or the bigger buildings and get more cars in here. Some people, get upset because, you didn't get my car in there. They're limited. I understand.
They're limited. I'm sure they'll do a few different ones next time, as many as they can do.
I mean, I don't think my car is this caliber. But
this is the cream of the crop right here.
Yeah, exactly.
These are the ones you don't even want to look at.
Oh, no, you don't want your car next to this one. You're like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Don't put mine next to that one. Yeah, these ones are good. Most of them local. I see one here we have from San Francisco. I think the rest of them all said Sacramento.
One's from Salinas.
Salinas?
Yeah. I believe the 67, I think she's from Modesto or somewhere.
Oh, Modesto.
That's a woman's car.
Not
there,
too far.
Women come a long ways.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that too. Yeah. That it wasn't really women doing the driving back in the day. They were passenger a lot, but it's become a huge staple. I mean, they got the Queens of the Boulevard display up over there.
That's where we were sitting, and some lady just started talking to us. Saying she remembers sitting around drinking beer and watching the guys work on cars.
Uh-huh.
I told her it's not like that no more. The women work on their cars.
Yeah, they do.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, there's some women-only car clubs, which is that's a big change.
Yeah. And like I said, hopefully this gets bigger so we can get more people involved.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. You can't get everybody in.
Pick a few here and there, and then no hard feelings if you didn't get in.
Yeah, and they're trying. They put you outside for the day.
Yeah.
They have a different car every day.
Oh, I saw that they're kind of rotating cars day by day.
We were asked, but I work kind of weird hours, so.
Yeah. Plus, everybody's out there already.
Yeah, we're out there. We're across the way. We do with Bill, and Bill's a good guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming out here and chit-chatting with me.
Now I got to take the long walk back.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay, see you later.
Hi, chicas. We are here with Joe from Locals Only. They have the greatest cholo attire in the area. How did you get started with your business?
We started back in probably about 10 years ago. We started the brand, Locals Only.
Yeah.
And from there, we started with one shirt, one design. I'm by no means any graphic artist, but I did my best. I just wanted to see something that I felt that, the raza would appreciate.
Yeah.
So we started one guy's shirt. I sold it. It went. And from there, it was just word of mouth. We got started. Then it took off from there. We opened up a spot in the local swap meet here in Sacramento.
That was big.
It was
I mean,
big.
I could tell you honestly, when I would go there, that was a staple. I mean, I might have 1, 2, 3 places, that you're specifically going for, and that was probably number one almost every
Thank you.
time.
I appreciate it. It means a lot.
Yeah.
We started with 3 guy shirts, 3 girl shirts, and just the table. It was really rough.
Yeah.
Really raw. And we grew from there, and we did really good, and then we grew into a permanent building. So from there, we had a grand opening there. We had celebrity exposure. We had Damien Chapa Amico from Blood In, Blood Out, which got us a lot of exposure.
Yeah, I did. I remember that.
It was really great. After that, we brought in Magic. He came in, and it grew from there. And then prior to that, I jumped ahead a little bit. Prior to that, when we opened up on February 2nd, I believe at the end of that February that year, the pandemic hit. So we invested all this money, and I pretty much almost sat in the corner and cried and says, this is not going to happen.
That was a rough time.
We crossed our fingers, and by the grace of God, we pulled out of it.
That's a big hurdle. Big businesses didn't make it. The bigs.
Yeah, a lot of them shut
went under.
down. They did. A lot of people left the flea market. A lot of them just closed shop because it was really hard for everybody.
Yeah.
So in order to survive, I went back to what I knew. And
Yeah.
I was basically doing custom shirts. I was driving them around, dropping them off, and a lot of gas.
Yeah. Back to the basics.
Yeah, back to the basics, back to the square, to square one. And we started pulling out of it. We started doing our own advertising on social media, bringing people back to the swap meet.
Yeah.
And then we just grew from there for 5 years, and then it's grown to what we know now, which is a shop.
Yeah, it's good too. And that also, every time I go in there, you got something new going on.
We try.
You got that cool mural in there now.
Yeah.
You got all kinds of brands. So what kind of brands are you working with that you have in there?
So the brands we work with, we do carry FB County. We do carry CalTop, which is mentored me in our line of Chicano old school men's shirts that we are debuting here at the California State Fair.
Okay.
A big shout out to Mr. Paul of CalTop. It just showed me the way, paved the way, and just showed me and mentored me to what it takes to actually put a garment together. We do carry the Ben Davis, the white tees. We have winos at the Mary Janes in there. A little bit of everything. We try to come up with some custom designs that I can do. The basics. But the swap meet survived on custom shirts, but we had to start bigger the name brands. We have Bow Down, like I said, Ben Davis, CalTop, FB County. pretty much the base of the big ones, pro club. So that's Karen. That's kind of the bread and butter right there.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a big one. Well, you guys seem to be doing really good. I mean, you're a staple in our community now. You know, that's where a lot of people go to. That's the go-to.
That's the Chicano shop right there in South Sacramento.
Yeah, you got all the fixins. You got the bracelets, the bands, the cute earrings, the stickers.
The stickers. Yeah.
I got quite a few stickers that I got from you guys.
Yeah. So we're growing, and we're trying to bring more products monthly, and we just appreciate everybody's support.
Yeah.
In the Lowrider community.
Also, I know everybody's seen our giveaway that we did with you guys with Boulevard Brims, which are so awesome. The brand itself, the logo itself, exquisite. I love it.
That's a dream of mine that I've had for many, many years, and it took about 2 years to get all the logistics down and to get the first samples, and it pretty much was a dream of mine. They kind of started, I mean, some people know the story. I know you know the backward story
I know
about
the background.
And pretty much we did what we had to do to be noticed. And we got them in the Philippines. We have them in Hawaii. We got them down in LA. Mm-hmm. So we're starting to grow. Everybody's recognizing the brand Boulevard Brims, and we're coming at you. Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in here and chatting with us. I'll definitely see you around here and there.
I appreciate you.
Thank you guys for listening. Bye.
Peace.
Hi, chicas. We are here with DJ TT. She is here at the California State Fair with us. She is one of the DJs for the Lowrider Culture exhibit. It's so awesome that you're here. Yeah. I'm excited to hear you. I know once you start, they're kicking us out. We can't do two of us at the same time. So are you local here, Sacramento?
Yeah, I've been in Sacramento all my life. So it's amazing to be here. I'm very honored, and I'm very, very blessed.
Yeah. So, this is a cool spot to be offered a spot to. I know a lot of DJs would be jealous. You know, they'd want to be in here, right here in the middle of the scene.
Yeah. I'm definitely grateful. So thank you to the Lowrider Commission and all the car clubs that were involved in putting this together. It looks amazing in here, and we're making history, so I'm so excited to be a part of it. It's such an honor. I can't say that enough. It's such an honor.
Yeah. So do you have anywhere regularly that you DJ that people can find you, or are you online, or?
Girl, I'm everywhere. It feels like I'm everywhere lately. But typically Friday nights, I'm at this little hole-in-the-wall dive bar called Cedar Room. I'm the resident DJ there.
And Cedar Room. Oh, I see the flyers for Cedar Room. Yeah.
You heard of it. Yeah. Shout out to my Cedar Room family out there. But yeah, you can find me there every Friday. And sometimes I'm at the Rio Pub in Rio Linda. And I'm just all over the place. So the best place to know where I am is to follow me on Instagram. So it's DJ TEETEE _official.
We'll tag her in the post.
Yeah, okay. That'll be easier.
Yeah. Well, thank you for getting on here with us. I was excited to meet you. I was cool when you walked in the door, and I was like, oh, it's a lady DJ. Oh, hey, surprise!
Yeah. I know we're far and few between. So
yeah, but it's a lot more prevalent nowadays. Like the women are coming up.
Oh, we're making it. Yeah,
it's a big thing. Like I referenced it earlier too. They have the Queens of the Boulevard, the walls of all the lady lowriders.
One of my friends is on there. I'm so excited.
I forgot. I didn't submit my picture.
Oh,
that's okay. I'm here live in person.
Exactly. You got the real thing, and hopefully they can do this again and again. So
yeah, definitely. So, well, thank you for being on here. We will definitely catch you at the Cedar Room and wherever you are. Yeah.
And then, I'm here from 4 till close, so you can find me here too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging with us for our first live podcast. We had so much fun. We met so many awesome people, talked to so many cool people who are really big in the scene and who are making a huge impact out here. We really appreciate the SLC for inviting us out here to be live in action, in the action, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.